Hello. Welcome to Project World Championships, episode 1. Let's see, I haven't done a YouTube video in a couple of years, I think, and a lot has happened since then. So I used to do YouTube videos. I say used to, I did for a month, then I quit. But I used to do them about triathlons, and so I'm going to start again. So my name is Seth, and I do triathlons. My goal for this year is to go sub 5 in the half Ironman. Now I've gone really close to that. I've gone 5 hours and 18 minutes, and that was back in October, so a few months ago. And the one before that was 5:44. And if I can go from 5:44 to 5:18 with 3 months of training with no coach, surely in the year of 2023 with a professional coach, I can go from 5:18 to sub 5. Now, on top of this goal, I would like to make it to the half Ironman World Championships this year. That's going to be really hard to do. However, I know it's possible. I've got a coach. I've started to get really serious into this thing. I'm putting a lot of hours. I think my weekly average is 15 hours of training. That's the off season right now. Now, when we start getting into races, which starts in April, we will up to about 20 hours. But I really want to get that sub 5 goal. So the point of this series and the point of these YouTube videos is to document my journey for myself and for you guys, what I have to do and what I did to get sub 5 and to get to the half Ironman World Championships. So this is going to be hopefully fun and not too stressful. We'll see, but I'm going to commit to doing a video every week. So this is the first one. So yesterday, Sunday, was nothing. It was just recovery. So just nice and easy. And I recovered from a Saturday run that was 10 miles long. Just a long endurance run to build that base endurance for a race, and that took me an hour and 11 minutes, about 7:10 pace. So moving into this week, I had another recovery run or easy run today. It was 6.5 miles at just about 7 flat pace. So that's just to get my body ready for this week and kind of get it moving again after that rest day on Sunday. So moving tomorrow, I have another little 20-minute jog, really short, heading straight into a long swim. It'll take me about an hour. 3,200 yards with repeat 300s. So each 300 should get faster and faster and faster. So that's gonna be a pretty tough workout. Wednesday, I'll have an hour and a half bike followed by a lift. So this hour and a half bike is just an endurance bike getting me ready for more bike miles later on in the week. On Thursday, I have the hardest workout. It's the hardest day in general. So first is an hour run. So what a progressive run means is I'll have a 10-minute warm up, and then I'll have sections. So it'll be 3 by 14 minutes. So the first 14 minutes is about 7:30 pace to 7 flat pace. Then I speed up. The next 14 minutes is 7 flat to 6:30. Then the next 40 minutes is 6:30 to about 5:20 pace. I'm trying to work down all the way to 5:20 at the end of 14 minutes. So that's, how many is that? It's like, I can't do math. 42 minutes of hard running, each getting faster and faster and faster. And then after that, I have a 1,600 yard swim. Not terrible, just some sprints. So on Friday, I have the longest swim of the week, which is 3 by 1,000. So that's 3,000 yards of actual work, and then I'll have a 500 meter warm up and a 500 meter cool down. So 4,000 yards in total, which is double the half Ironman distance. That's double what I'll be doing. And then I'll move on to Saturday. And Saturday is going to be the longest bike of the week and of my whole training block so far. It's 3 hours and 40 minutes. The bike in the Ironman is going to take me about 2 hours, 30 minutes. So it's going to be quite longer again than the race. Sunday, the last day of the week, I will have an hour and a half run, 12 miles. So how do I structure this, or how does my coach structure this? He uses something called 80-20. 80% between zones 1 and 2. So zones 1 and 2 is where you're not working super hard, you're just kind of running. Like you could do it for quite some time. Your heart rate's not very high. And then the other 20% is intensity, where your heart rate's high, it's up there, it's at threshold pace, that 180 to 190 to 200 beats per minute. That's where you burn some calories, that's where you get some speed at. So if we go back to what I told you, for tomorrow, I have an endurance swim. That's gonna have a little bit of sprints, so that's a little bit of intensity there, and then I have a recovery run. On Wednesday, I have an endurance bike that's not intense, and a lift. Thursday, I have an hour of straight intensity running. That's where most of this 20% is gonna come from, followed by a swim. And then the rest of the workouts are going to be in that zone 1 and zone 2 area, which means more recovery or more endurance building. So out of the whole week, only that one day, Thursday, is going to be high intensity. Everything else is just high volume. So now that we know kind of how my week is structured, how do we build towards sub 5? How do we get to half Ironman World Championship? Number one is volume. So right now we have about 15 hours of training. That's going to increase as the season starts. Volume. Number two is the 80-20. 80% of your workouts are in zone 1 and 2, 20% are in zone 5. And the third one, mental toughness. So building mental toughness is going to get you through a ton. 90% of every workout, of every race is mental. You have trained for it. Your body knows how to do this. So 90% of this is just mental toughness. So as this week is coming up, I will be videoing the different workouts and kind of explaining them as we go on. And that's going to combine for our second episode next week of like the actual workouts that I explained in this video. And you're kind of going to see plays out in my life and how it actually looks like to have 15 hours of training for a triathlon trying to make it to the World Championships. So this is actually going to be the journey, the documented journey. I know last time when I did YouTube videos, I said it was going to be then I quit, but I've committed to making a video every week showing you guys what this looks like and how this is done, going sub 5 this year and making it to Ironman World Championships. Peace.